What is up, guys, and welcome to episode number 1 of this NHL 20 Atlanta Thrashers expansion franchise mode. So here we go with our Atlanta team here in 2020. Of course, it was the COVID-shortened year, but no COVID in this universe. We do have a full 82-game year. Our lineup: Puljujärvi, Galchenyuk, Gauthier, Yakupov, Kovalchuk, Dalcol, Gaborik, Hossa, Yager, Reeves, Olivier, and Sherwood. On defense, Murray and Radish, Bogosian and Ulevi, and Fleury with Morin. And in net, Subban with Kivlenkin's RIP. So that is our year one team. Of course, this was the Alexi Lafreniere, Tim Stützle draft. You know, we have 2 good picks. I traded for the Kings pick in this one as well. I would like Seth Jarvis and Jake Sanderson both to be on this team, in the system for next year, along with getting your franchise goalie in Yaroslav Askarov. That is my plan, but here we go. The first game in franchise history, Thrashers, Oilers, 1-1 after one. Gauthier with our first back as a franchise, our first goal since the 2011 year. It's been 9 years in the making, but we are back. It's a 4-4 game, 6-4 we lose. The defense, the goaltending, gonna be issues, but the offense might not be. We have a young, hungry team, probably gonna be a bottom 5 team in the league though. We will play the Stars, Senators, Predators, and Capitals. 2-1 we lead. It's a 4-4 game again, and we lose 7-4. There is the goaltending issues on full effect. Back-to-back games, score 4 goals. You probably expect to win at least 1, and you're 0-2 now against another terrible team in the Ottawa Senators. 3-2, you have a lead. 4-4 again, and it's the first win back in Atlanta. Almost a decade in the making, the Thrashers are back. A 6-goal outburst for their first win. Gauthier with 8 points in the first 3 games of the year. Now we play the Nashville Predators at home at State Farm Arena. 1-1, 2-1, 4-2. Back-to-back wins. Huge win against Nashville. 2-2 to start off season number 1. Here on the 20th of October, now against the Capitals, both teams 2-2 heading into their 5th game of the year. 1-0, 2-2, 6-3 loss. Close game until that third period where we just fell asleep. Leafs and Blackhawks, 2 original 6 teams, trying to look to jump into 1 game at least here. Now against Toronto, 1-0, 2-2, 3-3, and there it is. Leafs, Thrashers, overtime at home in Atlanta. Here we go. So here we are at State Farm Arena. Puljujärvi against Matthews on the draw. Overtime underway. Face-off 1 back by the Thrashers. Murray, a good pass up to Puljujärvi. Former top 3 pick of the Edmonton Oilers. A beautiful spin. Gauthier, his shot saved. Murray's going to go get that. He rims it around. Gauthier's on that one first. Now it's Puljujärvi. Puljujärvi, wide open Murray. High blocker. Big save by Freddie Anderson. He shuts the door there. Riley, Matthews, Marner against Puljujärvi, Gauthier, and Murray. Face off. 1 back by Atlanta again. Gauthier wide. Sits. Shot. What a save. He might have gotten a piece of that one as it goes up and out of play. Atlanta dominating so far. 2 minutes in overtime. 1 back again by the Thrashers. Gauthier has it. Spins. Waits. Creates open space. Looks. Murray, his shot saved by Anderson. He feeds Riley. Riley now to Austin Matthews. One of the best snipers in hockey right now. Great job by Julian Gauthier. He looks up ahead to Jesse Puljujärvi. Good move. Great move. Dances around. Puljujärvi around the net. Gauthier wide open save. 2-on-1 for Toronto. Here they come. A beautiful play there by Gauthier on the back check. And a great hit. He creams Matthews. Wide open. What a save by Malcolm Subban. Matthews, power move. Jesus. If that went in, man, there would have been some major issues. Big face-off here. Nylander and Tavares against Kovalchuk and Galchenyuk as the face-off is won back by Atlanta. Ilya Kovalchuk, the captain of this Thrasher team, one of the first draft picks ever in Atlanta history. He waits. He goes wide. Cuts behind the net now. Kovalchuk spins away. The big sniper power forward. He gets pushed out of the zone. He will regroup. Kovalchuk waits. Dish it off. Darren Radish. How do you miss from there? That's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. Galchenyuk the seal. Galchenyuk with Kovalchuk. Couldn't get it over, and now it's an odd man rush. Nylander against Radish, a one-on-one. Good save there by Subban. Radish has it. He waits. He looks now at Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk beats his guy. It's a one-on-one. Kovalchuk, Galchenyuk in. Big save again. Here's Spezza. Spezza now with it against Radish. Hyman just missed the net. Comes over. Radish, he waits. He looks. Nail Yakupov, the former #1 pick of the Oilers. Beautiful move. He gets blocked. Shut down right there. 2-on-1 again. Another odd man rush for Toronto. Hyman never got the shot off. Great defense by Ulevi. Another former top pick. Spezza in. No. Good job by Puljujärvi. Great job by Jesse Puljujärvi. Great defensive play. He's going to beat his man in Hyman. 3, 2, 1 to the net. Scores with 1 second to go. Julien Gauthier in overtime. Their first overtime win back in Atlanta. The Thrashers beat the Leafs in overtime. Come on. A 2-point night for Jesse Puljujärvi, getting it done there. A goal and an assist. Gauthier, the hero there in overtime. The Thrashers 3-3 through their first 6 games back in the league. Chicago and then Minnesota, 2 Central Division opponents here. We lead, and there's a win. They are over 500 for one of the first times this year. 4-3, game number 8 against the Wild. Here we go. We sit 6th in the division. The Atlantic is always stacked. And you lose that game. You allow them to score 7 straight goals in an ugly loss there. We will play the final 2 games of the month before getting the calendar simming. Game number 9 and 10 at home against the Ducks. Here we go. 0-0. 2-1 we lead. It is a 3-2 win. Gabrick, the hero in Atlanta. Big win there against the Ducks. Game number 10 against the Sabres, one of the better young teams in the league, an Atlantic Division rival. 4-0. This one's over. An 8-2 win. Are you kidding me? What a performance. This team is 6-4 to start it off. 3rd in the Atlantic. Unbelievable start. We will play the Rangers here. Start off the month of November. There's a 3-2 overtime loss, and a 4-3 win puts us in a wild card spot against one of the best young teams in the league in the Rangers. 2-1. It is a 3-2 loss there. Could have gone to overtime. Tony DeAngelo on the power play gets the winner for New York. We will play Arizona, Boston, and New Jersey 3 straight. 5-2 loss. 4-3 loss, and a 5-2 loss. 4 straight L's there. We moved to 2nd worst in the division now against the Coyotes. 2-1, we're down. 4-2, there it is. And you somehow find a way to choke that away. That is honestly pathetic. You scored 3 straight before taking the L there. I mean, we led in shots by 10. Goaltending, defense. Where was it in that game? Who knows? We're actually going to sim up to St. Louis, Tampa, and Vegas. Tampa and Florida could be two of our biggest rivals. Georgia, Florida, very close in proximity. But we will be playing the Stanley Cup champions from the year before in the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, they show why. An 8-3 loss. That's always fun. Sick. This team, November woes. I don't know what is going on. We have won one game with 1 week to go in the month, nearing Thanksgiving, now against the Lightning. In real life, they did win the Stanley Cup this year. Is 5-2 loss. This team cannot win a game. Atlanta really struggling, 7-13-1, truly bottoming out so far. Now against Vegas, one of the best teams in the league, man. 3-2, 5-3, the two newest teams, 7-4 loss. Defense needs to get better. Plain and simple, nothing really you could do at this point. You will play the Islanders and Avalanche back-to-back. There's a 5-4 shootout win. 1 game to go in the month. 2 wins so far. 3-2, game over. 8-2 loss. You gotta be kidding me. That's just pathetic. I need to see our record in this month. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 losses, 2-11-1. That is so bad. Oh my God. 2nd of December to open up the holiday season against the Avalanche. 0-0, 2-1. It's a 3-1 win. Wow. Finally, some good goaltending gets us a win against a very solid Colorado team. Now we will play the team that took our spot in this league, the Winnipeg Jets, on 2 different sides of the map, man. These games matter most. Show them why we belong and they don't. 2-2. This is perfect. Jets. Thrashers. Overtime. Here we go. Here we go at the Bell MTS Place. Scheifele against Puljujärvi on the draw. Overtime underway. Oh my God, Murray almost really screwed that up. Subban plays it over Ryan Murray. Puljujärvi now to Julien Gauthier. He has 1 OT winner already this year. Beautiful move. Gauthier in. Backhander. What was that? As here is Blake Wheeler. Wheeler, beautiful play there. Could be an odd man rush. Puljujärvi, he waits. He goes wide to the net. Cuts in. Big save by Brossoit on Puljujärvi. Tried making a power move there. Couldn't quite get it home. Kovalchuk, Galchenyuk, and Radish now. Here's Galchenyuk. He waits, circles back. Radish, big drive block. Kovalchuk, save. Galchenyuk, wide open net. A juicy rebound. And there it is. The Thrashers win the battle between Atlanta and Winnipeg. They beat the Jets in overtime. Come on, boys. There we go. Overtime wins are going to be scarce. Hard to come by in the first probably 2 years of this rebuild. Willing to juice up this team, man. That's perfect way to get it done. 2 wins already. We have matched our total from last month combined, and we have beaten it. 3-1 to start off December. Now against Montreal, another division rival. It's a 5-3 game, and you lose 5-3. Even in shots, not good there at all. Let them score like 4 straight. We scored 3 straight. Made it a game. Couldn't quite get it done. We will now play the Oilers there on the 16th of December. A loss there, and then a win, 6-5 against Columbus. Now we will play Edmonton. We're not an egregiously bad team. That's the funny thing. This team isn't horrendous. It's a pretty bad team, but honestly, 25 points isn't horrendous. Is that the worst in the league is the question. I would assume it's up there. Yeah, tied for the worst record in hockey. The Kings are also terrible, so that pick looks like it's going to be solid. We will play Washington, Toronto, and then Chicago. 3 straight until then. 4-3 shootout win. 4-1 win, and that puts us second to last in the Atlantic. Back-to-back dubs there. Now against Ovi and the Caps once again. 1-0, 2-0, 5-0 shutout win. Unbelievable right there. A shutout. 35 saves for Malcolm Subban, and the captain, Ilya Kovalchuk, with 2 goals. Just missed out on the hat trick. The final game of the calendar year 2019 for the New Year's Day matchup against Chicago, against the Leafs to close out the year. Game over. Okay. 6-1. Sick. Happy New Year, folks. Can it be worse? Probably not, but I guess anything's possible. Chicago to open up the new year. 2020 underway at the United Center. 2-2. 4-3 loss. Gal Cole tied it midway through the third. There's no luck there. Unreal so far. 15, 22-1, 31 points. Galchenyuk leads the team with 36 points so far this year. Guliarvi with 33, really breaking out. Kovalchuk, Gabrick with 26. Yager 23. Gauthier 22. Not bad at all there. Murray 22. Good for probably our number 1 D-man on this team. Goalies. You don't get how really embarrassing that is. 884. Oh, God, that sucks. Malkin, Kucherov, Ovi, Crosby, Stamkos, Johnny Hockey, Point, Couture, Backstrom. They lead the league in points. John Carlson, Erik Karlsson, they lead the race for the Norris Trophy. Goalies, minimum 20 games at this point. Freddie Anderson, Tuukka Rask, Henrik Lundqvist look like the guys for the Vezina so far. Just barely, not midway through the year just yet. We have games 39, 40, and 41. We will play 41 and 42. Buffalo and Florida. 5-3 win, 5-0 win. So we could probably gauge where everyone's at after this one against the Sabres. 6-3 loss there, as that will move us. Right now, our record in our inaugural year, 17-23-1, on pace for around 34 wins this season. Not that bad. Galchenyuk, he's on pace for 78 points. I expect that to be probably in the lower 70s. Puljujärvi, he could hit 70. Sniper really not shooting as much, but 20-goal year at 21, not bad at all. Kovalchuk probably going to be in the 60-point range. He is just amazing. This team is bad, but is it unreal? Not really. There are a decent amount of teams that could be considered worse than us. Game number 42, just past the halfway mark in this season. Now against Florida. 2-0 down, 2-1, 5-1 loss there. Just got absolutely beat down in that one. Calgary, and then we will play the Rangers. First time on Broadway against the Flames. Before that, 3-1 loss. Now against the New York Rangers, one of the better teams in the league. Second best in the Metro. 2-1 we lead, 3-1. It is a 3-1 win against the Rangers. You get brutally outshot in that one, but it does not end up mattering. Bit of a boss challenge here against maybe the best team in hockey. Yeah, I don't think it really is that close. The Sharks have 9 losses, 43 games in. That is absurd. And we are going to shell them. An 8-3 win, we give them double-digit losses. It is a Nail Yakupov hat trick as we stun San Jose there in the Bay Area. Wow. Just wow. We will play the Red Wings. 3-0 loss there. 8-0. That is quite the bipolar performance from this team. 1-0. It is Galchenyuk. 2-1. We get the win. Another low scoring affair, but this Atlanta team heating up in the winter months. We will play New Jersey to open up the month of February. There is a 4-1 loss against Arizona. St. Louis fires their head coach. We lose 3-0. We are 28-1 now against the Devils. 3-0, big lead there, and they tie it up. Jack Hughes, the #1 pick, ties this game. Thrashers, Devils, overtime. Here we go. New Jersey in and Atlanta. State Farm Arena, the site. Overtime. Heischer against Puljujarvi on the draw. Face off. Start off OT. One back by the Thrashers. Puljujarvi to start it off. Beautiful move. Cut to the middle. His shot blocked. Squeaks it on net. And it's going to be a power play for Atlanta. That is huge. All right. You got to change this up. Not liking the 4-on-4 power play unit, if I'm going to be quite honest. Or do I? No, honestly. Is it that bad? Chenyuk, go Jake. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Why is Gabrick out there? Why the hell is Gabrick out there? Good poke. Severson, he is nailed by Gabrick. Kovalchuk gets it over. Puljujarvi tees it up. His shot. Big save there by Blackwood. And he robs Puljujarvi. Now it's Hossa and Galchenyuk. Why are we just floating through there? Good win there by New Jersey. Will Butcher dumps it down in deep. Kovalchuk will go and get it. Or will it be Puljujarvi? He gets there first. Galchenyuk, down to Marian Hossa. Another former Thrasher player that comes back for the rebirth of this franchise. Puljujarvi, what a shot and what a goal. Jesse Puljujarvi, top shelf, where mama hides the cookies. The Thrashers beat the Devils on the power play in overtime. Three-assist night for Ilya Kovalchuk. Another multi-point game for Jesse Puljujarvi. Another elite OT win from the Thrashers. 21 wins so far this year. Not bad for a first-year team, man. We will now play again one of our biggest rivals in the Tampa Bay Lightning. Calgary gets JT comp for a second and a third for Travis Hanemick and a third. 3-2 win back-to-back there now against the Lightning in Tampa Bay. Rivalry game here down south. 4-1 loss. Goaltending problem. Goal scoring problem. Nice. We will be playing Carolina, Montreal, Vancouver, Columbus, and Edmonton all before the trading deadline. Nope, sorry, what am I saying? Winnipeg, Carolina, Montreal, and Columbus before the deadline. Play the Islanders. 4-3 shootout win there on the island. Alexiev and Hagelin to Los Angeles for Lewis and Hutton. 6-1 win. Green to Montreal for a third. Second goes back there to Edmonton. Back-to-back wins. There's a 5-4 loss. 24 wins on the year. I think we really could finish with 30. You got to beat these guys. You almost come back to do it. A nail-biter there against Winnipeg. They started off with 4 straight. We came back with 3 straight. Very tight game there, man. Jason Demers there to Toronto, trying to shore up their bottom 2 pairs. As I'm recording this right after Seth Jarvis scored his Game 2 Stanley Cup OT winning goal. And I want him in the draft, but we are playing the Hurricanes 1-1. overtime in Atlanta. North Carolina against Atlanta, Georgia. Hurricanes, Thrashers, overtime at State Farm Arena. Once again, here we go. Another overtime at the friendly confines of State Farm Arena. Aho against Pugliarvi on the draw, and we are underway. Face off, one back by the Thrashers. Pugliarvi, he waits, he moves it up. Julian Gauthier, quick shot goes wide. Murray finds Pugliarvi, makes a man miss. Pugliarvi shot blocked. Taravainen will scoop that one up, bring it through the neutral zone. Sebastian Aho, good play there by Gauthier. Gauthier dishes one off. Pugliarvi, one-on-one. Pugliarvi, backdoor. Julian Gauthier has done it again. The dynamic duo of young guns for Atlanta gives them an overtime winner over the Canes. Come on, boys. Great performance in net there by Malcolm Subban. Gauthier, the overtime hero for Atlanta once again. We will play the Montreal Canadiens, another young, struggling team here. They are in 6th. We are in 7th in the Atlantic Division. 2-0, we're down. 2-2, overtime, back-to-back nights. Thrashers, Canadiens, OT. Here we go. Atlanta, Georgia, the site once again for more Atlantic Division rivalry hockey. Overtime, the no against Pugliarvi. Face off, one back by Atlanta. We are underway. Here's Jesse Pugliarvi. Pugliarvi makes a move, loses it, gets it right back. Pugliarvi pinned against the wall. Sherratt wins the battle. Gauthier battles there, can't get it. Jonathan Drouin, great job by Murray to cut him off. Great hit there by Pugliarvi. Murray, now to Gauthier. Gauthier, one guy to beat. Gauthier, the big power forward, loses there on a battle with Sherratt. Great hit by Pugliarvi. Lays out Drouin again. Great back check there from Julian Gauthier. He's got him in a change. Pugliarvi's in, all alone. Scores! What a move! What a goal! Jesse Pugliarvi in overtime. What a shot and what a goal. The Thrashers stun the Canadiens. Wow, this team is electric in extra time. Don't give the Thrashers a chance or it will come back to bite you. Another win at home. There we go. Another multi-point game for our young kid, Jesse Pugliarvi, one of the better players on this team at age 21. Edmonton gave up on him. They tried to mold him into another bust, and he has 51 points. Probably going to have a 70-point year for this Atlanta team. That would be insane. Vancouver, Columbus, and Edmonton before the deadline. There is a 3-1 win, 3 straight for the Thrashers. This could get us in 6th place if we could beat Columbus right here. And we just fall short. Murray nets one there against his old team. Nothing doing. Doesn't seem like we will make a move at the deadline, as there is a 4-0 shutout win against Edmonton. Trade deadline will come and go. The phones have been set off. Nothing there. 5-4 loss, 6-1 win, 5-2 win. We are on a heater. 7-0 loss, 67 points. We could be a 40-win team, which is craziness to say. But right now, this team, 33-36-1, just under 500, 67 points, 6th place in the Atlantic Division. That is unbelievable right now. 12 games left. Pugliarvi, he is having one hell of a year. high 60s, probably more likely. Don't know if he gets 12 and 12. That would be elite, though, if he can do that. Gauthier, mid-40s points, probably just best case scenario. Not having that bad of a year at all. The team very balanced. Going to have a good amount of 50-point guys this year, which you always like to see that. Can we sort by hits? 100 for Radish and Sherwood. That is a very good amount. 153 for Gauthier. We have some heavy hitters on this team. Penalty minutes. We have a lot of guys that could drop the mitts. Reeves, Morin. Yeah, we have a ton of guys that are willing to lay the body and show their might. Entire league. Goalies, minimum 40 games. It does seem Tuukka Rask is starting to run away with the Vezina, with Lundqvist in a close but mildly distant second there. D-man John Carlson, the Norris Trophy frontrunner right now. Malkin, probably a 100-point year. Don't think that's crazy to say. Zibanejad having a good year. A lot of teams looking very good this year. We are 6th in the division. Capitals, Bruins, Flyers, Sharks, Penguins, Panthers, Canucks, Avalanche, Stars, and Golden Knights, the top 10 teams in the league. Atlanta right now, we sit at number 22, 10th worst in hockey. The Kings are the 3rd worst team in the league. Could we get some lottery luck? I would be okay with sitting and staying at pick number 3. 1-0 lead, 3-1, 3-2 win. This team can't stop, and they won't stop. More wins. Unbelievable right now. We will play Pittsburgh and every game after that. Buffalo now 8-1 win, 6-2 loss, 2-1 loss, 2-1 win, 3-1 loss though. Now against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Crosby, Malkin, who has been maybe the best player in the league this year. 3-1, 4-2 loss there. Jack Johnson, of all people, scores twice. What? 5 games remain on the schedule. 78, 79, 80, 81, and 82 against the Red Wings. Another bad team. They did get moved to the Central. 6-1 loss. We get mopped in this one. We are back in 7th place in the division, now against the Arizona Coyotes. 2 mediocre teams at best facing off here. Really boring matchup, as it shows a 1-0 shutout win. It is a shutout for Malcolm Subban, a 20-saver. There we go. Unbelievable right there. Game number 80 against the Bruins. 3 straight at home. 4 straight if you count that one against Arizona. To end the year, 50-win Boston team. 2-0 shutout loss there. Goal scoring really non-existent in these last few games. New Jersey now, they're another bad team. So let's see if we can beat them. 2 games to go, and this one is over. A 5-3 win. There it is. Big dub there against the Devils. Game number 82, the final game of the season. This is it against the St. Louis Blues, who have been one of the worst teams in the league this year. 1-1, 3-3, 7-4 loss there to end off the year. It is okay, though. 2 goals from Gauthier to end off his rookie year. We finished in 6th place in the Atlantic Division, just tying the Canadiens there. Kovalchuk turning back the clock, a 67-point year, 66 for Puljujärvi, 64 for Galchenyuk. A lot of guys in the 40s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players, half a point per game or above. 130-goal guy, Nail Yakupov, showing up at age 25, one shy of .50 on the year. Kovalchuk, Gauthier, and Puljujärvi just behind him. Goalies, Subban and Keith Lankins. Terrible team in front of them, but they didn't really do much to help. Malkin, Kuznetsov, and Ovechkin, top 3 scorers from this season. The Rocket will go to, obviously, the greatest goal scorer of all time, Alex Ovechkin. John Carlson, he's got the Norris all to himself. Rookie skaters. No. Quinn Hughes will win the Rookie of the Year trophy. There it is. Yeah, I think that is it. Time to take a look at the league standings before we sim ahead to the postseason. Washington, Boston, San Jose, Pittsburgh, Philly, Dallas, Tampa, Vegas, Toronto, and Florida, the top teams in the league. The Ducks sneak into the playoffs with 88 at place number 17. Calgary gets screwed out of a spot there. We finish the 25th worst team in the league. LA, the 3rd worst team in hockey. So there it is. 7th and 3rd best odds at number 1. You view the class right now. Stützle, Lafreniere, Byfield, Sanderson, Holtz, Drysdale, Raymond, and Seth Jarvis. So there it is. We will get you to the playoff matchups here in the 2019-20 season. No qualifying round, no playoff bubble. Regular, old-fashioned, the best playoffs in sports, competing for the best prize in sports in the East. Boston, Florida, Toronto, Tampa, Washington, and the Rangers. And then the Battle of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh and Philly in the West. San Jose, Anaheim, Battle of California, Vegas, Vancouver, Dallas, and Winnipeg, Chicago, and Colorado. Time to sim to the middle of June to see who wins the 2020 Stanley Cup. It's going to be a new Stanley Cup champion this year, as St. Louis didn't even sniff the playoffs here in 2020. So we will get you to the offseason. Start it next episode as the Philadelphia Flyers, for the first time since the mid-'70s, are the Stanley Cup champions. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft belongs to the Ottawa Senators. We dropped from 3 to 5 and 8 to 9. Not really the worst case scenario, if I'm going to be quite honest. Did we need number 1? No. Did I want number 1? Probably not either. Henrik Zetterberg retires. Chara, Kunitz, Waugh, Stafford, Franzen, Brodziak, Green, Bernier. Few really solid retirees this year. Goalies, Gustafsson. No one else really there. Coach retirement, there it is. Andy Green is now a scout. We will view the draft class one last time. Lafreniere looks like he's got to be number 1. And it does appear we could be getting Jake Sanderson there at pick 5. Pick 9, Jarvis. You probably have to trade up. I really want Seth. He had a great year there in the WHL. Lower scoring. Very solid year for Jake Sanderson there as well. It's going to be tough, but I feel like we could get them both. Askarov there projected around at 18. He might be the guy in RIP, but I really want Rodion Amirov. Again, don't know if you could trade for a 4th first and maybe get Josh Doan. That would be sick, but I don't know if we could do it. A lot of other good options here in the later rounds. Any gems? Can we find anyone else? Wilds, probably medium top 6. Good height. Similar style Joe Sakic is absolutely absurd. Any low elites that I could pin here? Gerard, I'll pin you. You probably look like you're a low elite. Medium top 6 guys, Nybeck, Gunler, Heineman, Miroslav Saleh. 3 years, 6'5", 221. A lot of good physical tools there. But that will do it for this one, guys. See you guys next time where we take care of the 2020 offseason and NHL draft. See you guys then. Peace out. Go Thrashers. See you later, guys.